access was a major challenge. When I came here, I realized that was the major challenge that was hindering the firefighting process by the members of or the fire officers who had been deployed here. Access was just the challenge that was hindering the fire officers from getting into the inner perimeter to get the fire being done. But that strategy has been devised now, and they want to get through bulldozers, break through the area and allow the fire officers. We are told also that there's going to be a deployment of military officers to come and clear this area so fire officers can do their work and do it with ease and comfort. Yes.
Right. So per what Alhaji is saying, does that mean that the efforts to fight the fire has been halted for now? The firefighters are just there looking helplessly. Is that what it means?
Okay, for now they are managing the situation, trying to douse the fire at a certain area they are able to reach.
Right.
But if there's no complete access, it's going to be difficult to fight the fire. That is the concern being raised here. And that has always been the challenge because the fire is spreading to other parts of the market. And that is the concern for them. Even though fire officers were sent to that part of that market to try and control the situation. But we are not finding that effort yielding some results, because if there's no access to treat or to control the fire that is spreading to the other side of the market, you see that the efforts are going to be fruitless, because the fire is still spreading, and till now it's still spreading. Just that the access is the major issue, and it's still continuing to other portions or other areas of the market. So I think that's a directive from the Ashanti Regional Minister, try and get the military come in to support the police, to be able to enforce the laws here, to be able to ensure that there's law and order at this place, disperse the crowd here, so that they can allow, or the fire service officials can be allowed to do their work without any pressure, so that they can do their work with comfort and ease. So that is the
looking at the
phase of the firefighting effort we are seeing.
Hafiz, looking at the intensity of the fire and the way the place is populated, crowded, and the fact that people are trying to salvage their wares and the remains of their goods from their shops, I hope no casualties have been recorded so far.
Okay, for now we have not heard about any casualty.
Great.
But we've also seen the deployment. We've also seen the deployment of the personnel from the ambulance service. Of that. So I told you it was a coordinated effort from the military, the prisons, the fire service, and also the police.
Right.
So we are seeing now the arrival of the ambulance that is parked here to attend to any emergency. But people are not so happy, that they are just looking on so helpless to see that fire is raging. So people are now even trying to fetch water with buckets to try and help the fire fighting efforts. And that's it's also they think that can also at least help in bringing down the situation. But fire officers are also trying to at least bring down the situation, and that is what you find here at Adum. So the regional minister has left. The regional minister has left now, and the other security services, the commanders of the police, the immigration, the police officers who have been deployed here are stationed here, trying to ensure that efforts are being made to bring this situation under control. But most of the people here, the onlookers and the bystanders, they see this effort as being fruitless because they are not seeing the okay, so you can hear the noise from the background. People are not happy because they are seeing the fire continuing to spread, and they had wanted the fire service to put in more effort. Although they are also making effort, but it's not an easy one for them. So others have also resorted to using water from a nearby water tank that had water in it, and they are fetching water to kind of throw into the fire as part of efforts to help augment efforts by the Ghana Fire Service to douse the fire. And that is the situation you are seeing right now. It's not so easy. It's not so easy. It's not so easy for the fire. So one other person has been picked up. So they continue to arrest people, call them alleged looters, people who are trying to loot, the police officers. So standing here, I counted about 5 people who were picked up, and
wow.
You know, the security coordinator spoke about that. While these efforts are ongoing to control the situation, others are also taking the advantage to loot. And the police officers are also on the lookout for these people, and they are arresting them. We've seen about 5 arrests that have been made. 2 of them have been brought. So the fire officers are here still making effort. The regional PRO. Yeah, so the fire officers will be doing a press briefing in few minutes to come. So we'll be giving viewers up to speed of this. I've just been informed by the regional public relations officer of the Ghana National Fire Service. He says that they'll be doing a press briefing on this situation as part of the effort. So the water cannon, David, it has started. It has also come to augment the firefighting efforts here. The water cannon has also been deployed, and you see it's also trying to pump water into directing it to where the fire is raging. So the cannon is moving forward, and people are also helping out, trying to douse the fire. It's not so easy here. So the other fire tenders have gone to refuel. This, for many, is just a test of our disaster or emergency control situation. People are just raising concerns. They are not happy about not deploying. Some were also calling for helicopters and drones to fight this fire because of the extent of the fire. But the water cannon is doing a massive job here. The water cannon is doing a massive job here. It's just controlling the fire from spreading to the other side. From spreading to the other side of the market. But that building that was also engulfed, all parts of that building have been engulfed, and everything in these shops continue to burn, and the explosions, the blast is still happening. Explosions and the blast is still happening here at the scene of the fire, the center of the Central Business District, Adum, where you have the fire from morning. About 3 hours now, we are seeing the fire just raging, bringing down properties, bringing down structures to ground zero. It's not so easy for security personnel who have been deployed to manage the situation, and also the victims themselves who are seeing their wares go down the drain. It's not so easy for them. So they resorted to the use of the water cannon by the formed police unit of the Ghana Police Service, and that is what is being done currently. There's fire in the shops. It's just burning through some of the shops, but access was blamed. That was the major challenge. That hindered the firefighting effort. So let's take a briefing from the Ghana National Fire Service to tell us about what is being done. Okay, so the regional fire commander is here. Commander, you are welcome to ChannelOne TV.
Thank you very much.
What are we seeing now? What is the plan for you now?
Yes, as you know, we're called at 0605 hours here, and when they came on board, they saw fire on the 3rd floor. Yeah, apparently the fire started from behind the building. Yes, and accessibility was a problem. Yes, so they started tackling the fire. They called 4 other pumps. So that is 5 pumps. Then the Army one came. Later, 2 tankers also came to support. So the fire is so complex. The fire, the combustibles are made up of different cargoes. You meet somebody in a store who sells different items. Yes. So that made the fire very complex. We try our best. You know, the frontage, the first building on the front has been extinguished now or under control. We are left with behind. Our tenants are behind there. Accessibility is a problem. The turntable ladder is there to fight from the roof. But they got there and there was no accessibility. Firemen have tried hard this morning to bring the fire under control. Yes, and we are still on the ground working. Yes.
Well, accessibility has always been the challenge. What has been that discussion with city authorities in terms of getting access to some of these places? Because this is not the first time we are seeing a fire and fire officers are complaining about that.
It's something we talk always. We make our recommendations. So they are aware. I quite remember we came to KJTR with the regional minister. He gave an order that people should move from pavement. Yes, the order has always been given. Fire service is not the one to go and create accessibility, but the authority concerned must do that because we always talk about it. Yes.
So what's the plan now?
To extinguish the fire?
Yes.
Yes, you can see the fire tenders are fighting. Do you get me? Yes. Fortunately, we've gotten a hydrant very close, so we connected direct to fight it. Yes, so that is what we are doing now. Yes.
But there are concerns. Some were also trying to blame your officers of not being proactive in preventing the spread of the fire.
We we confined the fire. The fire, you know, as I told you, the fire started from behind. It is not from the frontage. It started, so a lot of burning has started from behind the building. Yes, so as you try to fight it, not when the fire has spread already. Yes, the fire has spread all angles because it didn't start from the frontage for you to see. Yes, so firemen have done very well. We've done very well. Yes.
Do you know of any casualty? Do you know of something like that?
Pardon?
Any casualty?
No. We don't have any casualty. We don't have any casualty. Yes.
So that's a press briefing by the Ghana National Fire Service, the regional commander.